Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me for this walkthrough of the Sacred Rebels Oracle by Alana Fairchild. It's an absolutely beautiful deck, and I am so happy to walk you through this. I'll start with the imagery, and I remember reading some reviews that said do not be scared of this deck because some people think the imagery is kind of a little bit frightening. When you get this in your hand, the energy is absolutely beautiful. The whole deck, it'll calm you. It's just such nice energy. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. What you want, wants you. And this is in no particular order because I've used this deck and worked with it. Look at the pearls. It looks like it's turning into an ammonite, a beautiful ammonite shell. And I have one here to show you guys. Because I absolutely love them. I have two pairs of these. I have so many crystals, but I just wanted to bring that one up here to show you because I knew that one was in there. New Birth Guarded Vigilante. I absolutely adore this. It's almost kind of black and white, almost sepia tone. It's got this green plant. You could see the wrinkles on her hands, like New Birth Guarded Vigilante. The detail is just, it's absolutely beautiful. It looks like, I just don't even know what to say. I just absolutely love this card. It is so pretty. Next up, Visions of Life Beyond Death. This is an absolutely beautiful card. It's very, very stunning. Next up, Heaven Sent, number 34. Just an absolutely beautiful card. 42, The World Wants to Be Written. I love the butterflies, and it's like our mascara is running. It's just so, so pretty. 37, Focus on the Light, a very pretty card. Number 25, Release the Dark Wound, Let Love Live. I love how you could see this, the scales and the fish and the bones in her hands. It's a very powerful, beautiful image. I also like that all of the borders on here are different. I think, you know, in some decks you want all the borders to be the same color, but I actually think this looks really, really nice and artistic for this particular deck. Here is Sacred Full. I was reading some reviews and some people don't care for this image. I actually don't mind it. I think it's okay. You know, it's different, but I mean, it's really, really good art. I'll read more into the guidebook with that one. 23, Defend to the End the Worthwhile. Stunning. 11, Diving for Light. Beautiful. What do you feel? Love how I love this. She's not wearing any pants or anything. It's like she's gotten off work or something. Her tie is kind of hanging down. It's like a men's tie. Her shirt a little open and exposed, and she's balancing apples and oranges, which are in color. I love that. What do you feel? Just really pretty. Trust Yourself, number 31. I swear a lot of times when I look into this image, I will find new animals and things and insects and things like that because it's so detailed. 45, Pandora's Gift. 15, Big Bold Vision. Just look at that. Oh, it's stunning. Number 8, Be the Hunter, Not the Hunted. I love owls. I love this geometric pattern here. It's absolutely beautiful. 21, beyond the mind, the heart beats. And that's the same image that's on the back of the back of the deck. It's very, very pretty. You can notice a lot every time you look at this picture too. It's stunning. 27, receiving. I love how it's like she's drinking, sipping that first sip of tea or coffee, and you know how it kind of just goes to your brain, and you're like, ah. I love how it just wraps around. It's sort of like giving and receiving, you know, because of that first sip of coffee, you know, you're able to do a lot. Well, you know, not everyone from the first sip of coffee, but like the first sip of coffee that I take in the morning is just aha. And I just feel like after a few sips, I'm ready to go. But I know other people have to drink a lot of coffee in the morning. But 28, collaborative dreaming. This is a really neat card. It's very artistic. Like, I like the design and art of this. It's just in this, almost like this collage of colors. It's very pretty. Trust, inner trust, number 2. Very simple, very pretty. Next up, number 41, bring it into form. You can see the bones there and his legs, the footprint. It's like, this is like a deep card for me. Bring it into form. I just think that is absolutely pretty. So pretty, so pretty. After the storm, number 1. Absolutely love this card as well. It's so beautiful. A faith in the process. Like she's praying and there's a bird on her back. And it's like a kid had come and, you know, carved faith into that like antique sled. And there's a bird there. It's absolutely stunning. Just beautiful. I love how they did like 90% of this deck. Free from judgment, free to love. This one's not my favorite, but I still like it. Nice energy card. And I understand where they're going. That's like green. Free from judgment, free to love. It's just, I think they could have done a better card for the quote that's on there, but it's still okay. 26, relax the hold of darkness, be at cause. It's very, very pretty. Legacy of light. This would be like me, my son, and my mom. I absolutely love this 3 generations here. It is very pretty. Really nice energy from this card. It's beautiful. And I love the meaning of that one in the book too. And the book is very detailed. You have like 2 to 4 pages. Alana Fairchild is amazing author, and it's just incredibly enlightening and powerful when you read into this deck. You will love it. In the world, not of the world, number 34. Oh, the fish just swimming around. Look at her hair. It's like fish eggs. And then fish that's coming. It's just a really cool card. Nothing to fear in this card at all. There's a couple cards that were kind of weird for me, but now I love them. Every journey starts with a single step. She's very open, very, you know, nude, naked, and exposed. It's just her whole body. Just a single step. I love how there's so much light spinning around here, and so much, like the butterflies, like this briefcase is just waiting to explode. Every journey starts with a single step. 3, inspiration. Very, very pretty image. I like how her hair turns into a cornucopia of just these flowers and the bees. Very pretty. Listening for truth. Reminds me when I was a little girl, listening into the seashell. Very, very beautiful image here as well. Power of attraction. Look at their hands. Circle, and just how much power there is in that. That's a very pretty card. Softly, softly, the tender touch. This is a deep deck. This is one of my favorite cards, Against the Grain. She's swimming like in the ocean, and look at the birds underwater. This is so powerful to me, Against the Grain. You know, birds can't swim underwater, but just the meaning with the card, Against the Grain, it is just really powerful for me. I just almost get chills looking at this card. I love it. Next up is The Perfection of Your Life, number 30. I love this image here. I love the art here as well. Next up is 22. She Feels, She Knows. I love the diversity in this deck as well, and this is just a very pretty and powerful image here as well. Next up is Spirals of Manifestation. Spirals of Manifestation. Beautiful card, beautiful imagery. Another favorite, Seeing the True You. I like how she's on this recliner or couch, and she's in this pond, and she's in this pond, and there are these lilies, and if you look way up here at the top, there's a teacup floating. It's like looking at it from a distance and then kind of bringing it in. Just a beautiful, beautiful image. You know, it's like she's looking into the reflection. You can't see a reflection, but I just like this image. It's one of my favorites as well. Next is Restore and Replenish. Absolutely love this very earthy a depiction here. It's absolutely beautiful. Restore and Replenish. Very pretty. I just love this deck. You guys, what is already with you? Very, very pretty. I love that. I love decks or just images or art that has the hands like this. It's very, very pretty. Next up is Conscious Connections. And I love how it's like, if you really look deeply into here, it's like, see, I'm not sure if this is a bruises on her. And you can see it right here. This is the back side of her. You can see it right there. And then the other, you know, side is, it's a little different, but it's hard to see right here, but this is green. This is like totally black and white here, but on here, she's got, I wish I could get some more light in here so you could see this better. But anyway, it's a green towel wrap, orange umbrella, orange fish, and, you know, I like this card, Conscious Connections, number 35. Come to Life. I love this one. It's one of my favorites. You can see that this is kind of black and white. There is gold paint here, though. She's painting herself this gold. Come to life. There's butterflies. There's a serpent or a snake, and then there's a crow. There's more butterflies, and just she spilled some paint on her hand there. Very detailed, very beautiful image. Come to life. One of my favorites. Next up is Follow Your Own Rhythm. I absolutely adore this image. It's absolutely stunning. I want to call this, I want to say this is like true art in here. Just, you know, some artwork doesn't resonate with me. And I wasn't sure how this would until I got it in my hand, and I absolutely felt the energy, and I love it. This one wasn't one I wasn't sure about when I was going to order this, because I'm not sure how I feel about bees being on someone's body, but it kind of works. There's this gold, she's got gold bracelets, and there's gold right on the front of the bee, the little stripes on each one, gold bracelets, and the rest is black and white, releasing allegiances. So this is a really nice, deep image, deep card as well. So, not my favorite, but I don't dislike it either. I think it's pretty powerful, to be honest. Now, I really do. Shock of the New. So, Shock of the New. It's like music on one side, sunflowers on the other. It's just, look at that. Look how one side is, what is that coming off of her eyelashes there? It's this gold. This deck is just out of this world. And if you can look back there, it's almost like it's kind of blended, but it's like these piano keys. This is like a really cool deck or image here. And a lot of these cards, you see something new every time you look at the cards. It's just absolutely beautiful. Dream a beautiful dream. Absolutely love this. The earth with this geometric pattern and this like sun, sort of like ocean and sun. It just kind of swirls around this big ball of light. Very, very pretty. Dream a beautiful dream. Lastly, Going Beyond Normal. I drew this for, and this deck is always so accurate if it's for me or if it's somebody else. People are blown away by this deck, you guys. I'm not even, you know, it's just crazy, but I'm Going Beyond Normal, and this resonates so much with Mike. It's just, it's unreal. And he's always been really, really different anyway. And I just really like, this. All the buttons, the light bulb, just the key hanging from her mouth. This is just really, I mean, it's not my favorite image of all time, but I grew more to love this deck every time I use it, including the images. I think it's masterful. I think it's beautiful. I love this deck. And I'm not going to go into, like, everything, but, like, so we'll go to What Do You Feel? And so you can see how much information you get from this deck. And while I'm talking, you can kind of read through if you wish to. But I mean, you have a lot of information. Okay, so, and then it always gives you a healing process. So let me see how many pages this particular one is. And there you go here. So some of them, it's anywhere from like 2 to 4 pages, just depending on the card that you draw. This one's not too long, so it's like 2 full pages, and then a half a page here. And it's very deep and very, very special. Of course, you have, I love Blue Angel decks, and I just love that this is a large deck, and it makes it easy, like when you open it. Like, it's easy to read, because some of the smaller decks, you have to kind of get them worked out because they're small and chunky. This one's chunky too, but it's just like a regular standard book, which makes it a lot easier to read, actually. Like, just really nice. I prefer this type of book for decks, definitely. So you've got contents, and of course your introduction, and all of that in here. So yes, absolutely love this deck and would highly recommend it. I believe it's like her #1 best-selling, and also her highest rated. It's like her most loved deck of all time is this one. I think people started, after people bought this deck, a lot of people have bought this deck, they will start collecting her decks. I know a few people that have bought this deck, and then I'm also on some Oracle groups, and they have bought this deck, and then they started collecting all of Alana Fairchild's decks because of how deep they are. They get to the core. I mean, this works on like abusive relationships, finances, work related. Like anything you ask, it comes up with like the perfect, and it's like 2 to 4 pages. So no matter what you're dealing with, you can ask something simple about your family, someone that's passed away, anything that you can think of. It will give you such great advice. It's like definitely one of, in my top 2 to 3 decks of all time. I absolutely love it. This will always be a very, very sacred treasure to me. I actually almost feel that it almost gives me off this almost antique vibe because of the image, of some of the images. But I love also how the borders are different. It's just very mature, very sophisticated, I think. It is just masterful. I think she did an amazing job on this deck. Absolutely no doubt about that. Here's, again, my ammonite. I had to show you guys that since that her hair forms into like an ammonite shell. I absolutely love this deck. So, but yes, I wouldn't trade it. And I would recommend, if you had to have like only a couple decks, this would definitely be one. I think I use this one more than anything. I have like Map, the Wisdom of the Oracle, Energy Oracle, Sacred Destiny, Angels and Ancestors, and more. And I use this deck a lot. And secondly, because the guidebook is so in-depth, I find that I don't work with this one like if I don't have much time, if I want to do like an early morning meditation and just need a paragraph to go on just to pep me up or get me going in the morning. I like to go with my Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Lynn. And then in the evenings, I like to go with this one. But I do use all of my decks. This is one I really like. So, but anyway, if you have any questions or comments, so pretty, leave them below and I will reply to you back. Be sure and like and subscribe if you would like some more unboxing videos. I appreciate you guys so much. And I hope you have a blessed day.